be alarmed. Damn right, I'm anti.
It has arrived! It's big and black and was a little bit hard to get through the back door and through a very narrow corridor. But don't worry. With removal of some waste products, it's much easier. So, let's see what this contains! So, I just want to point out here that this printer is a little bit of a learning experience due to there's a lot of things that need to be upgraded because, let's say, this is not really a finished product due to some things I will go over, but you see it's very big and you have to assemble it by yourself, and it comes with very good instructions, like you should put your screw there under it. It's a little bit difficult for me to find out here, and they should be put on there, and also the belt should be put back in place because it slipped off when I was putting it back, but overall it's a very easy and understandable thing. And also this is the Z-axis here, which you just slot in there and put some new screws in there. It is very wobbly, so I find some parts that I'm going to put on to stabilize the whole thing, because it is not 90 degrees upward, so it will be actually not very straight if you print something bigger up, but there is very accessible print parts you can print out for that, which I will probably go over in another video. But you see, there is also all the parts that will hold up the filament, but it doesn't hold my 3 kilo big rolls. I have to do another one, which you will see later in the video. But also it comes with a UK plug and not a Euro plug, and the leveling will hurt your fingers. But as you see, this is the filament it comes with, and it's quite terrible, I must say. But enough about that. It is a very, very noisy machine. And it also is very important to lube up the shafts, or whatever they're called. And you have a display with a knob, has 2 bars, and a motor, and also motors on that side, and this thing, it has fans, and you also get filaments of a 1/4 kilo and a holder for it. My only thing is that I want that thing to be like down there. So maybe we can solve that. I call you Lexington for now. Look! Lexington is doing! You can feel the rest of the comedy by yourself. So now with this little bit of an absurd test here, because she got a little bit decapitated, but printing something this thin, this tall, to see if the adhesiveness of the bed is good enough. I will say, yes it is. If this had support, it would probably have finished without being missing the head of the year. As you see, this is the test sample that comes with the SD card, and it is round and it looks what you expect. This was my try, so I think it's a slicing problem thing here due to it's almost translucent. And then we did some proper things here, and I must say that this is O2 and it looks fabulous, I must say, except for that she got an accident with a lawnmower. So overall I must say that I'm quite pleased with this printer, even though it have some leveling issue which I haven't figured out, but the support would contact me and explain to me things like that, so that is a very good thing that they do. So maybe we will come back and see a longer perspective of how this printer holds up. So now here we start to actually build the thing that you need some wood and a plastic pipe and other stuff to make these 3 kilo holders that are really good. I did make this like last year, but I thought what would be interesting. But then again, it is the most used thing I have in my workshop that I built by myself. It's used almost every day with a 3D printer. So you see, I'm just attaching it 90 degrees and then I'm putting the little wheels here. And while I'm using 2 wheels here is because we have a very smooth motion, because the other print holder is just a pole where they are hold. But if you don't get any, if you get good rotation on your spool and not use much power to use it, you will easily not make problems with the feeding to the machine. So this will be a very much efficient feeding here when you have 2 wheels here that will hold up the weight of it and also lube it up. It's very important. And now I'm just cutting a hole there so they will hold the things centered. And you see I'm also made a smaller one for the refilling things you can buy, but then again they are the companies that sell them, they're actually like more expensive than actually get a spool with them, so it was kind of a, well, useless idea when you think about it. But it's a good idea in concept, but if they actually would be cheaper, you can actually buy them and just refill your old spools. So this is a thing I don't really use anymore, but you see there's the same principle there. Now I'm just doing a smaller version of that there. But again, this is a very small little build and it is very useful and I have it every day, and I also have modified it slightly to hold all the parts you need, like the syringe with the oil, and you have the spatula there. So I hope this was interesting. See you in the next one. Bye.